Good morning. I tell you, it's a great morning, beautiful day in the neighborhood. God's on my side, and He knows exactly where I'm at. He knows where I live, and His eyes are looking for somebody to show Himself strong. He doesn't have to go anyplace else. I'm here today. Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works, and we, you and me, are the ones that's in authority, and whatever we allow, God will allow, and I'm not going to allow sickness, poverty, debt, disease, misery. I'm going to bind all that stuff up and throw it away. The authority of the believer, man, it's total. It's complete. So let me read another verse or two to you that I wrote down yesterday. 1 Corinthians 4:4. Now you are full. In other words, you got everything you need. Now you are full. Now you are rich. I like that. Ye have reigned as kings without us. And then he said, and I would to God you did reign. This is what Paul's writing to the church in Corinthian. And he said, I would to God that you did reign, that we also might reign with you. So when I reign over my situation, then that causes other people in the church to also reign over their situations. When they see us succeeding, not being in debt like everybody else, not being sick like everybody else. I had somebody the other day say, well, you're not wearing one of them face coverings. I said, no, I'm covered by the blood. Glory be to God. They smiled and said, I like that. I wear a hat all the time that says I'm blessed because I am. People say, boy, I like that. I am blessed. So when we exemplify the blessings of God, whenever where we go, the blessings of God is obvious on us, then other people like that. That's why we have to take our authority. Revelations 5:10. And God hath made us. He hath made us unto God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Let me read this to you again because I want you to get this. This is Revelation chapter 5, verse 10. And has made us, not going to be, already done it, has made us, watch, kings and priests unto God. Kings rule, they reign. Now, and it goes on to say, to under our God, kings and priests, and we shall reign, R-E-I-G-N-E-D, reign, rule, take charge. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God. But we need to take charge so that we win all the time. Now, watch this. Proverbs 8:15. By me kings reign. Reading Proverbs 8:15. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. Our ruling and our reigning comes through the blood of the Lamb, through the power of God. We don't do this on our own. Now watch this. By us or by me, kings reign, or kings rule, and we decree justice. Job chapter 22, verse 28, and this is going to cause us to go into another subject here. Thou shalt also decree a thing. You see, kings decree. They make a decree. Thou shalt, you're a king and a priest. Thou shalt also decree a thing. Now watch. And that thing that you decreed. Well, let me just read it and then I'll come back. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. All right, watch. Thou shalt decree a thing. So I make a decree. I decree Psalm 91 is in full effect around my house. I make a decree that wealth and riches are in my house. Or I make an opposite decree. Lack doesn't have a right to come around here. Sickness doesn't have a right to come around here. I'm the one that's in charge over my house. Now, I happened to think of this before I sat down to do this program today. I've been in houses where the 3-year-old was in charge. I've gone visit somebody, and they got a 2.5, 3-year-old kid. That is just a terrible thing, that kid screamed and hollered and carried on and got in the way. It was a bad deal. And I said to the parent, I said, man, the 3-year-old's in charge. And they looked at me like, I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. The 3-year-old's not supposed to be in charge in my house. Zoe comes up with her little 1-year-old. And boy, sometimes we just have to tell her, no, you can't do that. She's at that age, she's just learning to walk. She loves to get in cabinets and just throw things everywhere. And so we have to go over there and say, no, you can't do that. And she throws a tantrum, because she wants to do what she wants to do. But you have to tell her, no. or other grandchildren, come to see me, great-grandchildren come to see me. I'm the one that's in charge. And I said, no, you can't do that. There are just some things you just can't do. And I let them know I'm in charge around here. So why is the authority of the believer so important? If you just think, que sera, whatever will be, stupid song back there when I was a teenager, then the devil will beat you up and blame God for it. That's why Jesus said this over there in, I think it's the 18th chapter of Matthew. Whatever you bind on the earth is bound in heaven. We'll change the words a little bit. Whatever you will not allow on the earth, or your surroundings, because I'm the king and I decree a thing, whatever you allow is allowed by heaven, or heaven will let it go on. You allow emphysema, you're going to have it. You allow cancer, you're going to have it. You allow just indigestion, you're going to have it. Somebody says, well, indigestion is not too bad. No, it's not, but I don't have to have it. If you allow it, God will also allow it, because you're the one that's got authority and you're the one that's in charge. That's why you need to learn this. Somebody says, well, why did God let that happen? He didn't, you did. And he said, whatever you loose on the earth shall be loosed by, or backed up by, heaven. I loose lots of money on y'all. I loose lots of money on me. I bind up poverty and debt and lack and sickness and disease. I'm saying in the name of Jesus, it don't have a right to attach itself to your body. And I decree healing, and I decree lots of money, and I'm going to have what I say, because I am the one that is in authority. And I'll finish this up tomorrow. But saints, until I'm with you tomorrow, you remember all day, hey, Jesus is Lord. And as always, thank God the word works.